Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. The first drive will start at the 25. Play fake. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple of yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Strong. Wright's got him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The Lions at 7-5 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Off-play action. Strong. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down, Strong. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess, and he is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit, 44 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
One more time with Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Cousins. He's going to look deep for more. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On the move to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Play action now, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Cousins.
That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Strong. And Sharp calls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Strong.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Cousins on fourth down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Herbert will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Lions 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10. Strong.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Strong.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
That's good for the Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot more confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And
he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
The kick is good.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Lions, 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll go again with Herbert.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Herbert.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Khalil Herbert, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's good for Lions.
Operating from the gun. Strong. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Play action now. Cousins. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He's airing it out for Williams, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Got
Gonna try it here. He's back to throw. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's gonna go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
A handoff for Herbert.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. If you're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The kick by Joseph is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing here, Cousins. Steps away. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the gun on 3rd down. Strong.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Cousins here to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point by Badgley. Up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Minnesota, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get